Good morning, friends. It's Miss Gregory and happy Thursday. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying inside. We need to protect our bodies and we need to protect other people because we don't want this thing to get spread to any more people so we can come back to school because I miss you guys. But today's lesson is going to be over math. So we did our reading yesterday, and today, let me find my marker. Oh, there it is. Today we are going to be doing math. So if we were in class this week, we would be starting to learn about two-dimensional shapes. Now, two-dimensional shapes, I have a whiteboard right here. If I draw a shape on here, can I pick that shape up? No, I can't. I can't pick that shape up. That is on my paper. It is flat. Things like that. I cannot hold it. It's not, we call it tangible. I can't pick it up. I can't hold it. So it is a 2D shape. Now, if I look at this right here is a rectangle, and I see all of the different sides, and I can hold it in my hand. So this is a 3D shape. So we're going to be talking about 2D shapes and 3D shapes, and we're also going to be talking about points. So where two lines come together, they form a point, and we're also going to be talking about the lines themselves. So go ahead and put your hands just like this. I want you to wiggle your fingers where your point is. That's right where your two lines come together. So I've got one line, this is my line, and I've got two lines. And now if I had another line down here, I wonder what shape I'd make. I'm going to make that on my paper really fast. I'm going to make a two-dimensional shape on my paper. I want you to tell me what this shape is called, and then we'll talk more about it. What's this shape called? You're right, it's a triangle. Now, we talked about where our fingers come together. Two lines makes our point. So if we look, we've got one point up here. We've also got another point right here and another point over here. So how many points do we have? We have 3 points. Very good. All right, and now let's look at our lines. We've got one line right here, 2 lines, and 3 lines. We also have 3 lines. So our triangle has 3 points and 3 lines. Let me draw another one. Can you tell me what this shape is called? You're right, it is a rectangle. I'll go ahead and write that in the middle. Now, my writing is going to be backwards on your screen. I tried to make my 3's backwards on my board so you could read them correctly, but some of my words are going to be backwards because I'm facing my camera towards me. I'll try and flip it around tomorrow. So let's talk about it. How many points does my rectangle have? Give you a couple seconds to try and figure it out. Yeah, it's got 4. I'm going to go ahead and circle those points. You see my points? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where 2 lines come together and they form a point. Now, how many lines do I have in my rectangle? I drew a little line on all of my lines. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have 4 lines and 4 points on my rectangle. All right, here's your next one. I am going to draw an oval. This one might be a little tricky. Who can tell me how many lines and points are on my oval? Well, let's look. Do I have any place where I have 2 different lines coming together to form a point on this? Nope, I have 0 points. 0 points. How many lines? I have one big line that goes around, but do I have any straight lines? Nope, 0. Oh, that's a funky 0. Hold on. So I've got 0 points and 0 lines, and I could write it just like this, but you have to remember that my words are going to be backwards. 0 points and 0 lines. Now, here is where you are going to get your bonus point for today. I'm going to draw another picture of a shape, and you need to tell me how many points and how many lines it has. If you watch this whole video and you're here to this point, good job. Thanks for sitting down and learning with me today on this Thursday. I will give you your bonus point for the day. So, are you ready for your last shape? Make sure you have your pencil and a piece of paper or something you can write on so you can take a picture and send it to me. I'm trying to make it really clear so you guys know exactly how many points and how many lines are in this shape. There's going to be a lot more than a triangle. All right, here we go. Who can tell me how many lines and how many points are on this shape? I'll tell you how I drew it so that you can draw it at home. I drew a line on the bottom and a line on the top, and then I went over and connect. Oh, see, I'm trying to draw it without being able to see. So I connected these two over here, and then I went up and connect these two over here. That one's kind of funky, isn't it? It's hard to draw upside down and backwards. So I'm going to show this shape to you one more time. And I want you to tell me how many lines. Remember, the lines are the straight sides. All of these are lines. And how many points? How many times do the lines come together? So if you can answer that for me, you will get a bonus point. And if you've made it this far into the video, I'm going to give you one more little lesson for an extra bonus point that you will get when we return to school. Now, equal sides, we know what equal means. If I say 6 equals 6, then that means they are the same. 2 plus 2 equals 4, because 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 equals 4. So if I draw a shape, and it has 4 equal sides, that means each of my sides are the same length. We just talked about length. Remember how long something is? So they're the same length. Now, if I have one side that's short, and I go all the way over here, and I have differences, okay? This right here is a square. All right, square, even though it's going to be backwards, because it has 4 equal sides. And this down here is a rectangle because it has 2 equal sides and 2 equal sides. But is this the same length as this one? No, it's not. This is the same length as this one, and then over here is the same size as over here, but they're not all equal like the square. So if they have all equal sides, it's a, say it, square. And if it has not equal sides, these two are equal and these two are equal, it's a rectangle. Very good. So for your extra bonus point for the day, I want you to draw on your paper as well 3 different sized squares. So I'll show you an example of 2. I can do this big of a square and this big of a square. And these are both squares because they all have equal sizes. Now, can you give me one more? And then can you give me 3 different rectangles too? All right. I look forward to seeing your work. Again, I miss you so much. Make sure you are reading. Later today, I'm going to post a book that I love for you guys to watch. I know you guys really love those videos. So keep reading, keep practicing those O sounds. Make sure you watch that Alpha Blocks video I posted. It's very important. And I look forward to seeing you. Bye-bye.